Alright guys, we are back. This is our second match of the evening here. It's going to be WinOut versus Tempo Gaming. Another one in our lower bracket here. So as you can see, we are live in the knife round here, and Steno just knifed his own teammate. Disciple just got team killed on a knife round.
That's
on
a
Nuke.
first. I've never seen
on that. Nuke! Out of all knife rounds, I'm speechless. That is insane. And we're going to see Tempo pick up that knife.
Knowing Steno, he's the type of guy. He's that dude.
Oh, man. So we are going to be seeing Tempo on the CT side here. So WinOut, they've been looking pretty decent lately. They just did, I believe it was 16-14 that they won versus, no, 16-12 on Overpass. They beat Lunatic to get to the position they're at here. And 2-1 against Sapphire Kelowna as well. That's respectable. I do believe they got 60-0 on Inferno, but this is not Inferno, so that does not matter. And,
this is worse.
Yeah, this is maybe a little bit worse, no doubt. Right. But
they just lost a knife round, and this could get dirty right now for them. I mean, unless they could take this pistol round. If you get 16-0 on Inferno, I'm a little worried for you on Nuke, I must admit. But this is RGN TV. I'm Laser Jesus. By my side tonight is Sprawl, and this is our second match of the night. We're seeing a whole bunch of Nuke tonight on a bunch of different platforms. But this is our final match of the night, and loser goes home here. WinOut versus Tempo. I'll let you take it away.
Yeah, we got the pistol going live here, and we do see on the CT side, we got 3 armor. We got Quicksilver, he's got a defuse kit, and then Kusta is not buying a darn thing. So he's actually heading back to spawn right now. So, a bit of an odd start to say the least, as now his position was actually outside. So we do see they haven't head out quite yet. So luckily for him, not really caught out of position, but I do believe he may have been playing a little bit closer up here than where he is now.
Yeah, that could have panned out horribly for them, but it looks like WinOut is going to be going straight into lower, but I like Tempo setup. The way they're playing this is going to counteract it, but this is the pistol round and anything can happen. Oh, Polly finds a big frag onto Anomaly, which is going to allow them to open up inner even or lower even more, as they can take down that ramp player. It makes it so difficult to rotate, but Tempo is still holding with their little up-down setup, and it's up to WinOut to decide where they want to go. They can go vents to up. Tempo Gaming still has control of outer here, so what is WinOut going to do? Down to about 40 seconds, and they're going to have to make their move eventually, and they smoke out low, and they're going for the plant. No from the CTs peeking up. Never mind, they don't get the bomb down. Suddenly, this is looking good for the CTs, and they find the vent frag as well. So just like that, WinOut is now struggling after they are up a player, and now they're still up a player. But, oh, another vents battle. It goes to Disciple. No, this man in the vents is going huge. Razor. This man is crazy right now, but it's up to Paul, man of 1,000 teams at this point, to clutch it out for WinOut. Can't find the bomb, and this is going to be damn near impossible to plant. Has to go for the fake, goes for the peek. Oh my god, it's so tense, but no, can't get it done, and WinOut just threw that round out the door.
That was looking promising for them until Quicksilver. They put him in Toxic very, very early there. So he was just waiting, and he actually opened the door way too early, like way too early.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Like, Disciple looked over, he's like, oh, there's a door open there. Okay.
Right.
And then they continued on their way. I don't understand. And then he ended up closing it again, and then he reopened it again once they were planting the bomb, and he got the bomb planter there. So not exactly the best play, but yeah, worked out in their favor nonetheless. And that is, like we were saying in the last match here, pistol round is the closest thing to a near level playing field on this map, CT versus T. So we do see rushing outside right now. We have a number of terrorists, but we're gonna have Anomaly picking up a frag very early on. Now we still have a minute 10 left on the clock. Kusta actually only equipped with a P250, and he's gonna go down to Disciple. So now we have a 4-on-4.
Yeah, so many players, just like our last match, thinking they can get away on an anti-eco with just a pistol. Like, outside, what is this, a new trend that I'm not a part of? Maybe I should jump on that train.
No, I don't think you should.
Yeah, no. It may not have the same, or it probably have the same results. But what WinOut's doing here, I like what they went outside, tried to use these P250s that they bought. They didn't go any Glocks or anything. And they did Oh, did they get the bomb down? I can't remember. Based upon their money, it looks like they did. So, like, they went out for the outside aggression with their long-range pistols. Unfortunately, they found a guy with only a pistol himself. And then they rotate back to ramp. So what do they do from here? Because they've yet to take a bomb site. Oh, finally, Quicksilver exposes himself down low. Oh, wait a minute, not down low. From behind the bomb site.
Oh, man, from behind.
Not again. Planks and Jacobson, the last two up here. And it looks like they're going to get taken down with ease. And there it is, another round in the books for Tempo. 2 up, and WinOut should be able to buy here.
Yeah, very important round now. They,
I lied.
Yeah, no, they didn't get to... They attempted to get the bomb down in that first round.
There was so many attempts, I just assumed.
Yeah, exactly. But WinOut not getting that. Therefore, they are saving once again here. And obviously, plenty of rifles. No P250s. No pistol shenanigans on the Tempo side. They all have rifles this round. And Razor, actually, he's got a P90 to play with. So we'll see how that works out on the T side. Polly's actually got an armor and a CZ, so not a bad pickup from him. We'll see if he can make anything work here, as all the terrorists are... We've got a couple in lobby. They're kind of working outside at the same time. It's really... They're just working some picks. They've actually smoked out outside completely, so Kusta on the other side of the smoke actually drops Jacobson all the way down to dead. But that's going to be Planks firing back, and now we're in another 4-on-4, but a lot of lit terrorists as they're taken lower.
Yeah, and this is going to be a struggle for them to get into the bomb site, as there's still a CT up there with a rifle, still holding strong. That's Quicksilver, finally goes down, but I don't think there's a chance in hell this bomb is going to get planted, as Tempo Gaming has just crushed the money of WinOut thus far, and finally we're going to see the first gun round. But for WinOut, they only took down 2 guns, so not as bad of an eco round as it could be. But the question is here, on this first gun round, after all these pistols they've gotten, now they got to put it together. And for the WinOut strategy, I mean, they have a ton of, I think it might be all except Planks that are former, yes, all except Planks that are former 1.6 players. So they have played this map so many times. And definitely, there's not too many things that are different in compared to this nuke with prior iterations of the game. It looks like WinOut is setting up for some sort of outside take. Not too sure just yet what their game plan is, but you can see Tempo Gaming kind of playing a dynamic style CT side, kind of rotating their players around, which can be very frustrating for the terrorist side. So where is WinOut going to execute eventually? Finally, now grouping up inside, and they haven't really taken control of anything for WinOut. They haven't really contested outside at all either. So when they finally execute, where's it going to be? They haven't really made Tempo burn any nades inner. There's a couple of flashbangs being thrown, so here comes their inner bust, and I don't think this is going to work out for them, as Tempo still has so many smokes to deal with it, and they're coming, pouring out of the hut, and it's working out because Polly finds Razor. Finally, we get some action in this round, but Tempo, they're taking into upper, but nobody's dying. What's going on here? Nobody's peeking, but finally the spikes start flying, and it's going to be WinOut who claims the victory this round, unless Quicksilver can handle the 1 versus 3 versus Disciple and Jacobson.
Yeah, here he goes. He's on the other side of Squeaky and Hut, now down to 21 HP. This is looking a little bit bleak for him, but he's going for it anyhow. And actually, that flashbang fully blind is Disciple. Not anymore, though, as he gets that frag, and WinOut put their first one on the board. And that rifle round, that's going to feel good for them, as you drop pistol. You're a little bit frustrated. Again, we talked about it. It's the most level playing field you're going to have, and if you win it, you could quite possibly just get 3 rounds for free, unless something turns up to be... causes the difference, but that's the first round here. Right. And one difference we see is that WinOut, they picked up that round, but Tempo, they were able to actually rebuy here, as they didn't lose too many, something we didn't necessarily see in our last match.
Yeah, and winning pistol round on Nuke on Terra side and force any free rounds on the Terra side is just like pass and go in Monopoly. It just feels so good.
Collect that $200.
Right, like if you land on go, I mean, I don't know what the equivalent to that is, but looks like WinOut here, priming up for an outer take for the outside setup for Tempo. Though we do have one at the stairs. That's Kusta, but he only has a pistol, so he is definitely not the man for the job. But he is the man. He's not the man that they want. Is he the man that they need? I'm not too sure. But they're going to be coming down. Oh my god, he only has a pistol. I'm so worried for him. This is going to be tragic if Kusta can't get anything done, because he's the only player without a gun, and he's the only player that WinOut is engaging right now. So now, he falls off, and he's going to buy time for his team. Is WinOut going to press the issue and take the bomb site? I'm not sure just yet.
Yeah, Kusta, he survived to tell another tale here, and that flashbang through control window actually slowed things down quite heavily. So now we see the smoke grenade is going to head out, and I'm hoping that they try and clear this a little bit before they try and go for that bomb plant. But Steno down to 1 HP. He gets a frag, and now Kusta, but he's planting in front of Kusta right now, and he gets knifed. Polly in a 1v3 now, and Razor kills Kusta. What am I watching right now? Polly, can you do this, bud? You've got 10 seconds. He's going to smoke out. Here he goes. Takes down Razor. Can he get Quicksilver as well? He's trying, but 5 seconds. White Hound is there behind the silo, and that's going to be the end of the round here. 4-1. So Tempo, they put it back in their favor, and now we should be seeing an echoing win out, but oh my goodness, that was a round.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on at this point in this game. We've seen so many a team shank, some knives, some team kills. I mean, what's next? What's the next step in this game? But regardless, Tempo is going to be up 4-1, and WinOut now is going to be on that save. And for them, even their saves have been kind of slow. They haven't really been rushing anything besides the second round. So, what are they going to do here with their pistols? They're going to be trying to flank outside, trying to create a little distraction, and then try to come into upper with the bomb. And I don't see this working out as Kusta's just dropping them with that op one by one. And now look at how like spread out WinOut is on their eco round. What is the plan here? I'm so lost.
Yeah, you kind of want to stick together and get those trades in, and they almost took down Kusta. He was opping right outside on the rafters by heaven there, and they put significant damage onto him, but after he got 2, the third guy just went secret. He was like, nah, I'm not peeking that again with my Glock. So fortunately for Kusta, he didn't die there and drop that AWP, but for the T side, that would have been a nice frag, taking the AWP out of the CT's hands. But 5-1 is our scoreline, and not quite enough to buy here from WinOut. So they're going to be ecoing once again, and I would love to see them just stick together on one, do some sort of like contact rush, just kind of push until you hit a player and then swarm them, or something like that. Maybe a little less spread out like you were mentioning.
Yeah, and now, like when you take things slowly on an eco round, on Nuke, there's so many problems you face. Oh god, there's another one. Kusta gets into the hut with an op. You think he's playing outside?
What?
Like, the guy is crouch peeking in hut with an op. This game is ridiculous right now. And for WinOut, again, I'm pointing out all the problems of taking things slowly on an eco. Not only do you not have the nades necessary to do a take, all the angles on Nuke are just detrimental for you peeking without a rifle. So, I don't see any of these eco rounds like this working, but again, it is Counter-Strike, so anything can happen. But now finally gathering their forces, and I think they're going to try to hit into hut. Never mind. I don't even think they know what their plan is, just until the later part of the round. But now they decide to go back into ramp, where Kusta is now playing after playing into hut earlier.
They're like, what?
This is just ridiculous. And now Disciple is in hell. He finds a frag, and now Kusta goes down, and suddenly WinOut has a chance after Disciple flanks all the way around. Jacobson gets one as well. What is going on?
Yeah, now it's Razor and Quicksilver. Quicksilver once again playing inside Toxic, and that's going to be now the last player alive. Oh boy, does he have an opportunity here. He's going to take down the bomb carrier. He closes the door once again, and now they've got to find a way to get him out of there. A nade would be great. Just break the doors so you can maybe see inside of there. But so far, oh, Jacobson hits a nice shot. That was a perfect play. Bait the plant. Just have one of your players staring at it. It's probably the only play you should probably make there, and they are going to pick up that round. What an eco for WinOut.
Yeah, and just as we were talking about why that... in all honesty, it shouldn't have worked. They were down 2 players.
Let's be serious.
And then Disciple somehow wraps all the way around outside with 5 people up for the CTs, and then flanks
Ninja.
the guy in hell.
What a ninja.
Is Mike Baker. super fun guy to meet and know and everything, but he should not have gotten away with that. But nonetheless, it's a win-out round. And on a map like Nuke, when you let those rounds happen for the CTs, I mean, the other team likely won't. So those rounds are must-wins. Because the margin for error is so small on Nuke, but now WinOut pretty much dry, trying to come out of hut. And this time it looks like Tempo is going to be able to hold, even though WinOut has claimed 2. Polly still alive, still shooting back from squeaky door, and now is joined by a teammate, but the flank is on from Quicksilver. Do they know? I think he has been spotted out. So this 2 versus 2 is getting interesting, as the CTs do have the bomb down inside the bomb site. Pauly, Jacobson with the op from the hut. Oh, God, this is so close right now. Pauly is going to try to get the upper hand. Flanks around, gets the first one and the second one, and WinOut is doing it right now. That's 2 rounds in a row. And potential CT save. Definitely CT save.
What a play. Pauly with a triple kill there, and making it happen. WinOut with 3 rounds on the T side. That feels good when you're this early in the half. We're in round number 9, 5 for Tempo, and they're on the eco. So WinOut, unless something crazy happens, and we've had a lot of craziness to say the least, this should be another round for WinOut. And getting 4, again, this early, that's just a beautiful feeling, because any extra rounds, you're just going to be building that confidence more and more and more. And with the economy situation of Tempo, it's honestly not that unreal to think that they might get more rounds here after even this eco. So find out here as Kusta actually just standing in the smoke.
That's a man's play.
That's, yeah, he's not going to find anybody. Oh, actually, Jacobson's going to find him. He walks out of the smoke and gets blatantly dropped there from the AWP, and now moving towards lower. This seems to be the site of contention for the T's.
Right, and when that doesn't work, you just look stupid. Like, you're standing in the smoke for 15 seconds.
Like,
man,
aww.
Right, it's so sad. But now WinOut having a little difficulty this round right after that smoke gambit failed. Ooh, but Quicksilver might get a frag here. I don't think so. And that is a clean round. Ooh. Just as I say that, Disciple goes down. And he needs to chip away at the money of WinOut right now, because the more times WinOut can buy in a row, the higher chances it is that the CTs are gonna have to save themselves, just based upon them. If they trade gun rounds back and forth at this point, it's gonna favor WinOut just based upon the economy alone. So right now, Tempo needs to get it together and look at their money. This is a really tough position, because if you buy here, you're not gonna have full nades, maybe not even armor. Or do you save and give the T's another round and make it even harder for yourself? So super tough position.
Yeah, and it's always a good feeling to have an op in your hands and 10K in the bank. That's just like,
oh,
yeah,
God.
You're just like Mr. Moneybags.
Like, let me push ramp real quick.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, it's great. So we are going to see another rifle versus rifle round. We've got Smokes outer right now, Flashbangs out as well. Jacobson leading that charge with his AWP. We can see Kusta. He's playing from inside of Mini, but just kind of playing this smoke, so hoping that he can catch someone rotating over towards Hell. But actually, they've got 3 players in upper right now due to the CT, so they've given up basically outer control. Kusta through the smoke takes down Jacobson, but Planks gets a frag. Kusta gets a second, and now a 3v4, as it does look like they have control of B site, but only momentarily. Is now dropping through the vents. It's going to be Razor and Quicksilver. Quicksilver is still alive, though, and he wasn't one of the ones to drop vents, so my apologies there. But it is a 1v3 now. Steno in an awkward spot.
Right, you know where Quicksilver is. He's by that door. That is his spot in this map. And this is a spot that Steno's going to check. Okay, so he does spot out Quicksilver. Do they go for the trade? Yes, they do. Steno gets another shot. But 30 seconds left. 100 HP. Does he know where Anomaly is? I doubt it. He's going to go for the smoke he's going to go for the plant in the smoke. Razor. Is he going to engage without his teammate? But no, Steno does not know that 2 of them weren't there. So now, the second he plants, he's going to get converged upon by Float. But he goes for the fake plant again, and Razor peeks him, doesn't get the frag. Steno is still alive, and he's got a chance. He's going to peek around. Steno knows, and he gets the clutch. Oh, that is so debilitating.
What a play.
So debilitating for Tempo, because not only did they force buy that round, not necessarily a force, but pretty much, and now they have to save again.
Yeah, that just destroys your morale, and especially the way it ended. You had the advantage. He just needed to plant the bomb, and they rushed out and died like that. That was just not the situation they wanted to find themselves in. And once again, another eco here, and the money continues to grow on the T side. So we'll see what happens here, but this many rounds on the T side is looking mighty impressive for the WinOut lineup. We do see an outer push here from the CTs, so coming close around this corner, here we go. We've got Razor here, he's got Kusta behind him, and they're going to try and make something happen. Kusta gets one, finally goes down. Razor's still alive, though. He's firing in multiple directions. He hits a couple players, but isn't going to work out in his favor. So now Anomaly and Quicksilver, last 2 on the field, and we've said it once, we said it again. They need to do economic damage. They need to at least kill a couple more players before this round ends.
Yeah, and at this point, there's only 5 rounds left in the half, and WinOut is... Their money is looking so good right now. Unless Tempo takes a few players down, and specifically that AWP, WinOut presumably planning to bomb this round. Their money is going to be looking so good coming in to the final rounds of this half. Let's see here. Still, Quicksilver and Anomaly. WinOut has to plant the bomb, obviously. They have to try to take a side. Wow, what a shot by Anomaly onto Jacobson. And now, still tempo in this. WinOut trying to press the matter into the upper. But what is the setup here? Anomaly goes down, and now there's only one inside the hut who's Quicksilver. This man lurks. He's lurking everywhere at every point in the map. Even at, oh my, I believe he won that round for them down below at the Squeaky as well. So what's he going to do? Allows them to plant the bomb, which gives WinOut just a little bit more money without him dying. And what's he going to do here? I mean, is he going to look for a gun? Is he going to look for a frag? I guess at this point, the only thing that matters is the economy game for him. But Paulie does find him, and that is going to be another round for WinOut. And look at that, 2 players with 10K. Tempo just now being able to full buy, and you never want to be down this late coming in to the second half on the PT side.
One thing I'm a little confused about is that Jacobson died at T-Red with an op, and Quicksilver was in lobby. He could have, if he got a call from his teammate, just rotated all the way around outside and picked up an op. But he decided to just stay in lobby. So I think that that's maybe a little bit of miscommunication and maybe a little bit of, I don't know, frustration from the Tempo lineup, because that kind of information would have been crucial. Getting him with an AWP and just saving or something, that could have been good. But we're going to see Whitehound getting the first frag here. Planks is on the bench. They are taking upper, and with force as Paulie takes down Razor, but we still see Whitehound here. Kusta gets one onto Jacobson as well, but Paulie and Steno firing back. Now it's a 2v2. Quicksilver, though, on the... Where was he? Where was he?
This man, Quicksilver.
A ghost.
Like, no, not Quicksilver. This man is Nightcrawler. Like, he is everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
A god, nonetheless. Oh my goodness. 6-6, that's still hurting. WinOut. They've got to feel great, because, again, they have another bye here, and although we do see rifles on the other side, if they take this round, that's not looking good for Tempo.
Yeah, I mean, no comeback is insurmountable, but I mean, just the probability of it at this point for Tempo, even if they win out, it's still not looking good for them, because not only do they have to, not only is the pistol a must-win, the first gun round's a must-win, and then you have to force WinOut, or you're going to have to force WinOut to save on the CT side. So Tempo is going to, hopefully they have their stuff ready on their terrorist side, otherwise it is going to be curtains for them very shortly. But now WinOut going to be going straight up outside, and not much contest as the smokes were thrown, and Tempo controlling lower as well. So they pretty much forfeited outside, and now they're delaying them lower with the Molotov and everything. So now that WinOut has absolute control of the secret area, what do they decide to do with it? They've been playing this very well. A lot of the times it hasn't, I mean, it's come really close, but the way they've been taking this secret area, a lot of times the C teams come into secret and then die, but I really like how slow WinOut's been taking this, and narrowly dodges the kill as Anomaly, as Steno hit the great pre-fire onto him, but it wasn't enough, and WinOut is slowly dying one by one. I don't think it's going to work out for them this time. Tempo finally strong hold, but it's way too late at this point. I mean, they've already given them 7 or 6 rounds, and now they're gonna need to win out, and then win out the pistol round and keep going from there. So tough match here for Tempo.
Yeah, some might say they need to change their tempo and win out. Ooh.
Oh my God. What's your name? Are you Ricky Rat?
I know, right? Just have to.
Are you?
I gotta shout him out with my puns once in a while, right? So he hears me. So anyhow, we see round 14. WinOut CZ75s across the board. They are not the Tech 9 pain train. They like the CZ75. So it has been buffed again. So it just gives you like what? Someone said that it actually gives you $50. It was like an unknown patch change, but it's now not $100, it's $50. Anyhow, I don't know if there's any truth. Yeah, exactly. There's plenty of those, but we do see Quicksilver and Whitehound taking down the majority of players out here. Steno fires back, will take down the Ninja in Quicksilver. So that's a good pickup for WinOut, as now it's a 2v3, and Steno's got a rifle to play with. Paulie is, whereabouts is... Oh my god, he's on the insane... Wow, I wish I switched to his screen sooner, but Anomaly drops Steno, and now it's Paulie in a 1v2.
Does this gun still got the hot, is the question. I mean, it's been nerfed so... Oh, wow, Paulie. And now he only has 10 bullets. Razor's going to take the fight. This might be a mistake. And now he allows Paulie to get a gun. Where's the gun? Paulie doesn't know. He can't find the gun. Okay, he finally gets the gun. Sacrifices a little time. And now it's time to play some mind games.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Razor playing an upper behind the silos. Paulie slowly walking up. He does have armor, so this is not going to be a one-sided affair if Razor starts hitting him, but Razor plays it perfectly. Paulie checking a corner and will get dropped by the peeking Razor, and 8-6. 8-6 is still a scoreline that Tempo is not going to be too thrilled about, as super CT-sided map. Yeah, this is not the way you want it to go. So they can afford, obviously. They got full rifles in this round. We'll see if they can make it 9-6. But the T-side lineup, they're going to be rocking those AK-47s as well.
Yeah, and just all theory here. But even if Tempo goes up and wins the pistol round, and then wins the next two anti-ecos, even a 12-6 score coming into the first gun round does not look bad for WinOut. So Tempo, if they want to win this, they're going to have to just take the momentum in the second half and just run away with it to have a chance. But we're not there just yet. We're doing more of the WinOut slow play, and we haven't seen them pretty much rush anything at this point.
And I think they're going to be doing another upper take. They've got Jacobson. He's got his smoke fully lined up. Steno with an HE grenade out as well. That's going to bust down a squeaky door. And then they'll be able to smoke out into Mini. And I do believe Jacobson, he's going to be throwing a flashbang as well. That's going to fly on in. And it actually doesn't blind anybody. They're going to be playing this perfectly in the CT side, just looking into the wall. They saw it coming, and here we go. Disciple, he gets one. Paulie gets Razor, though, and now Whitehound finds himself in a difficult spot. It's all up to Kusta in a 1v4 where this nade alone could kill 3 players if it was placed correctly, but Jacobson on the flank there gets the frag and WinOut. That's plenty of rounds. That is so many rounds on the T side.
That'll do, Pig. That'll do.
Yeah, so
more technical difficulties from our wonderful producer. So I don't think he'll be missing much, though. But yeah, we'll be talking about this here while we wait. Man, does Tempo have a lot of work to do. I mean, they need a pistol round.
yeah, no, pistol round, very, very important. And you said it best, even if they get pistol and get those 3 rounds with this scoreline, and you were even theorizing at a 9-6 and it wasn't going to look that hot, even if they picked up pistol, it's 8-7. They pick up pistol, they'll move up to, if they can get those free rounds, they will move up to 11, but an 11-7 scoreline, once you're in rifles, WinOut is going to be thrilled that that's the situation they're sitting in.
Right. I mean, you win pistol, you might as well slap hands at that point. But all right, so what's the strat? What do we got? We got Tempo priming up for the outside. Who is playing outside for the CTs, though? It is going to be Jacobson with that USP. And is this even the plan for Tempo? Now, they wait for all the nades. I like that. But now, how is the CTs going to play this? They've pretty much given it they've given it away that their plan is to go lower, as the CTs see nobody coming towards heaven. So it's all going to come down to this lower hold. So similar strat on the pistols from these two teams. And Tempo now is going to be using that smoke, trying to rush through, but Disciple is there with the CZ. Buying the CZ again, interesting choice. But Tempo still trying to fight for control of the bomb site. 4-on-4, the bomb is trying to get planted in the smoke. Oh, I thought I got knifed, but WinOut stops the plant. Oh no, is this similar? It's going to happen again. But WinOut is 1 player away from winning this pistol round. In the vents is Razor, now made his way back around, and in this 1 versus 3, it's going to be so difficult for him, but he does have a couple of the players low, and he does have 100 HP. He's just got to find the right angles right now.
Yes, he does, and he's going to stumble upon a flashbang. We'll see if he chooses to utilize that, as the bomb was planting on the floor. It's now in the rafters. Jacobson hits a crazy shot. Do you see where that bomb is? The bomb is in the rafters there. It's like it went from the floor and flew up right on top of like the rafters near like the right above where the doors to Toxic are. So he literally had to go out in the most open area to collect the bomb. That was from planting it on the floor. I don't understand the bomb physics in this game at all. But
Right.
picking up that pistol, WinOut, that is going to force the issue here as we see a fully armored T side. They're going to try and utilize the Tech 9s. They've naded through Squeaky Door, and here they come. No, they're switching. They're baiting and going to ramp instead.
Yeah, and this is just a goofy eco round, but it is paying. Oh my God, another TK! So many. I mean, that's got to be the third or fourth. But now Tempo has taken control of the ramp room, and the CT setup's looking good though, as they have Steno down below, and he's gonna have to get Rec 9 or Whitehound's gonna have to counteract him with that FAMAS. But Tempo is not gonna go back to lower. And this is pretty bad for them because there's only one player lower for WinOut. They trusted Steno to hold that. So now that they're going to be falling back, they're going to fall into the hands of a waiting player. But no, Disciple decides that he is going to fall back and give them lobby. So just like that, this might work out for them. But the take is on. It has been exposed. And now they're going to become rushing out of there. The Disciple with the Mag 7 is going to end it. Never mind. It's going to be Steno and Planks who collect with their P90s. So WinOut electing to go for the money. And then another bomb that can't go down for Tempo.
Yeah, that's unfortunate that you force up, and at the very least, you want to get that bomb down. They wanted to win the round, obviously. That's why we saw there was quite a bit of strategy there. They tried to fake upper, they decided to go ramp, and then they tried to play around with it a little bit. They tried their hardest, but it didn't work out, unfortunately, and now we see a fully ecoed team. Only Whitehound has a P250, the rest of the team with Glocks here, as they're going to get naded down inside a radio room already. They are jumping out, but we see Pauly falling back. Very clever play, as now he's going to be lower. He's got a P90 in hand, but the only problem with this is now he's opened up ramp room. They can move through heaven, but it's not going to matter here, as we see 3 frags, 4, 5, a flawless round from WinOut, and that's going to put them up many rounds here. WinOut feeling good on that CT side. No momentum in Tempo's favor on their T side thus far.
Wow, that whole eco round, I was just lost in my own mind, thinking bomb physics and how far we've gone to like kind of just reverting backwards from 1.6. Bomb was straight line. You die, it falls right in front of you a certain amount of feet. Source, it can get random, but now. Like when you
it's
die,
full Randy mode.
When you die, it's like you just throw the bomb.
It's like
up
a
in the air.
tornado. Yeah, exactly. It just like flies out randomly.
Right,
I would love to see the algorithm behind that.
Your last dying action is to just throw the bomb as far as possible.
I was
away.
punching the numbers, but now throw.
Right.
Oh
man, but now Tempo Gaming is gonna bet the first gun round on an outer take, and they have thrown their smoke wall. So this is pretty much the same thing they'd done pistol round, and it didn't work out in the end for them. But I liked the attempt, and that's what they're gonna do. So again, they take control. What failed them last time is they couldn't take down the ramp player. And when you're taking into secret like this, you have to worry about the bench, you have to worry about the ramp, and they're trying it again, but there's just too many angles. And this time it's Steno who's putting in the work for WinOut. And Tempo, they have players in upper right now, but the bomb is lower. What's going on here?
I really don't know. It's Kusta and Anomaly both inside of the upper site. Jacobson is aware of this and cleverly is not peeking at all because they do have the bomb down inside a lower. So Jacobson with his AWP misses a flick shot, but just needs to stay alive. Can't give them any picks here. It's honestly pointless to give them any frags. He would love to get hungry and maybe get a frag himself, but isn't going to go for it. So Anomaly and Kusta both dropping in the vents. The dynamic duo here. Pauly gets one. And now it's a 1v4 that Steno puts down Anomaly, and this is looking a little bit bleak here for Tempo Gaming. WinOut, they have 11 rounds now, and they're on the CT side. Tempo needs way too many to get back into this. They're going to be ecoing here as well, so WinOut should be on a 12-8 scoreline. I don't know what they can do here. This is going to be rough.
You're right. We're not seeing the same results from the same strategies here from the two teams. And I don't know if that's boiling down to shots or preparation or what, but either way, WinOut's terrorist side looking a lot different than what we're seeing from the Tempo side. So they're going to go with one man fake out the squeaky door, and that's not much of a fake, is it? He goes down right away, and now they're trying to rush ramp, but look how fast the flank is coming in from Steno, and this is going to be a barn burner of a round so fast. Easy win for WinOut. And look, the fake was so bad that Steno was like, all right, I'm just going to keep pushing because there was only one guy there, and I know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, it was a little unfortunate. The guy who went out squeaky, he was supposed to have a flashbang come with him, but one of the players ran in front of the other player that was throwing the flashbang. So you could literally see the flashbang blew up in the middle of lobby, basically. It didn't blind any of the T's, luckily, but it didn't also help out the guy who was peeking Squeaky at all. So yeah, it didn't work out at all. But the idea may be nice. I don't know. I don't know
The
if that
idea
would
was stronger than the execution. Like,
yeah, exactly. And
the mind was willing, but the flesh wasn't.
certainly. And now we see Anomaly taking down Steno. A little bit of life here on that T side still. They are not out of this yet, but with that flank, they're getting close. We see Paulie Jacobson and Planks picking up frags. Planks getting another one. Razor finally fires back as they're just pushing like none other. Razor stuck outside. We see Jacobson in a sitting goose kind of style. Now will fall back. He's playing from outer garage here, but Disciple gets him as he tries to push into Mini, and that's going to be another round for WinOut. 13-8 is our score line here.
Sitting goose style, is that some sort of martial art I don't know about?
I know, right? Well, he was on top of CT Red, so he's just like literally just like the most open he could be. It's not that it's a bad spot, but that's just what I choose to label it. A sitting goose
Right.
style.
Hey, I take it, I like it.
It's a Canadian, it's a sitting geese style. I don't know, something like that. Canadian geese style. Regardless, we're here in round 22.
Sounds deadly. The tempo. Now, okay, they're switching that up right now. They're gonna go straight out of upper. Is WinOut ready? So far they are. Steno gets one, but where's the players on the roof? Oh dang. Disciple goes down as well. And now tempo. Just when I thought they had a chance, they do. I mean, WinOut, they just crumble everybody at upper. I don't know how that worked out for tempo. As WinOut had all the correct positioning. Steno got the first frag, but now it's Paulie in the 1 versus 3. Gets the first one. 2 more to deal with, and they are very low, but so is he. Flanking around the bomb site, he goes for the smoke lurk, and that is a ballsy play to walk straight to the smoke.
Yeah, it certainly is. It's a catch your enemy off guard kind of play, and it quite honestly, the way they were looking, I believe that was Anomaly kind of caught it in his peripheral. He's like, oh, he's pushing through the smoke there, but if his angle was maybe a little bit more off center there, may have been able to make that happen. But that is a round for tempo, so all is not lost. That is their first T-side round here, so if they can put a couple together, we could definitely see a match on our hands here. Not that it hasn't been a good match, but definitely WinOut, it's been favorable to them, to say the least.
Yeah, just the way the rounds have played out, and the must-win rounds on the terrorist side, or the must-win rounds for the CT side of tempo, just didn't go their way. And as a result, you can see the score line here right now. But we do have a full buy gun round going on right now, and tempo. Their fast strategy worked, and that's one of the first rounds they've won in a while, and now they're forced to slow it down again, because you obviously cannot rush upper twice in a row, unless you are just a man's man strat caller. But, tempo finds a frag, and was that an upper push? I'm not sure where that frag came from. I believe that was a HUD push, so WinOut, they got aggressive in a few of the rounds they've won, but now it's Steno going to continue the aggression, because once you've already lost it, I mean, might as well try to gain that advantage back, and yes, he does. He gets the frag, falls back, and gets away. So that is a great play by Steno and puts WinOut right back into this round.
Yeah, not too hungry, just gets one frag, falls back, but he's actually peeking again. Right when I say that, he flashes out a HUD, now peeking back into lobby. He's gonna survive. Finally goes down. Anomaly puts him out, and Whitehound takes down Planks. So now it's only 2 CTs left. We got Jacobson. He's got that AWP up in heaven. He's gonna peek out. Now they know he's here, but Paulie, he's moving up right when the... Oh, I thought that was a nade, sorry. That's gonna be a smoke there. Paulie gets one. Paulie does go down, and it's Jacobson in a 1v2 here, and he's gonna be pushing from Mini, it looks like, but there is a smoke grenade in his way.
Yeah, so this is going to make it hard for him to clutch. Is he going to go for it, though? WinOut does not have the money for him to do this right now. But no, he's looking to end it. He's thinking about it. I mean, his teammate already shown the American way and get way too aggressive after you already got yours, but he wanted more. And so Jacobson is going to take the smart route and go ahead and save that AWP for the next round. Which is interesting here is how... Oh, never mind. I thought WinOut wasn't going to be able to full buy, but with Paulie being the bank right now, going to have no problems. But for tempo here, they're building just a minor bank. I mean, they're going to be able to, even if they lose this... Oh, just as I say that, they spend a bunch of money. So both teams right now, potential save in the books, whichever team loses this. Right now, to me, this decides whether Tempo has a chance in this match or not. And the last round, their fast work worked, and then their slow work worked. So now pretty much feeling confident right now is Tempo. So what are they going to do here? Going for a ramp pick. Oh, narrowly missed that shot. That could have been so huge. But Pauly picks it again, and Kusta gets the frag. So interesting decisions here from WinOut. I mean, kind of like we saw Exile do yesterday, kind of giving away so many advantages to the other team. And in the later rounds like this, can't be doing that. Repeak's not so hot.
Not the position they want to be in at all, but Jacobson, he's rotated back here in Anomaly. Was thinking about peeking towards ramp room, decides not, and actually that might save him his life as Jacobson was lining up that angle. But we do see just some more slow play, but here it comes. It is going to be a ramp play. Anomaly smokes and flashes out, and actually he goes out the right side of the smoke. Jacobson was hoping he went out of the left, and now Jacobson, oh, he's on to him. He's put him down to 2 HP through the wall. Anomaly is still alive, though, and he's actually going to fall back in a way that they're going to be pushing another site here, but that's going to be frags in the favor of the CT. Razor, only one to get Steno there, so a 3v3 with Anomaly on 2 HP, 20 seconds. This is going to be rough.
Yeah, and they have little or to nothing to do right now because with that little time, you can't really fake anything, and they have to force the issue. They try to come out upper, and it works. They trade on the Disciple, but it's going to be Planks coming out the vents and likely ending the round, and there it is. Another win-out round, and no bomb plant from Tempo, but, I mean, right now, I think they got to force. I mean, what else can you do right now? You got enough money for 3 rifles, and you're going to have enough for two Tech 9s. Do you go for a rush? Do you try to slow work it? I mean, what do you think at this point?
Maybe another upper rush. It did work out, but I don't know. Everything they've tried, maybe it worked once. Again, they've had 2 rounds on this T side. I think one was a rush, one was kind of a slow play. So both have kind of worked. So it's kind of difficult to choose because it might be a no-brainer if you've only won 1 round. You're like, okay, this worked. Let's just do that again.
Right.
Let's try and hammer it home. But now it's like, okay, we worked slow and that worked. We also rushed and that worked. And it looks like they're working slow here, so it looks like that's the decision they made. We'll see if it's the correct one, but WinOut on 14. This is the round right here, Tempo. Let's see if you got what it takes.
Yeah, need to dig deep right now, and they don't have all the nades they want. They're going to have to rely on these AKs to hit some sort of crazy pick for them. And the way Pauly's playing ramp, that's exactly where Tempo's going. He's playing it so passively. The information game has already been won by WinOut. And now we see what happened when Tempo's strategy kind of gets thrown awry. It's generally WinOut that comes out on top. And Tempo is going to be trying to go down in the lower. Pauly is falling all the way back, and he's going to have a field day, just ripping heads off. And now WinOut is holding this beautifully. I love their setup. The information game from Pauly just won his team the round, and Tempo just tried to take it ramp and was so unsuccessful. Oh my god, but Kusta, 1-2! Oh, this could be it. He could keep his team alive. And Disciple is going to peek the right side. He's going to peek right into Kusta. And Kusta makes it away, but now the time is becoming an issue right now. Disciple inside the vents. Kusta's going to try to plant. He's going to try to fake plant. Disciple with the ballsy peek right at the perfect time.
What a shot.
15-10. Great shot by Disciple. Mike Baker.
That was insane. Kusta so close to bringing it back, but a beautiful pick there by Disciple. Playing that to a T. Figured that he had to rush towards that site. He saw the time. He's like, there's no way he's going up. Or you saw drop back down, spotted him running down, and then peeked out and got that beautiful headshot there, clotheslining his opponent. And now we are in match point territory. WinOut. They're looking for the win here. They do not want to drop out of this tournament. Tempo in the same boat, but they're fighting for overtime, and that overtime starts once again on the T side.
Yeah, and they're going to have to do it with 4 Tech 9s and a CZ, and that is all they got in a WinOut. Fighting for the victory right now. They're already on the tie round. They can taste the victory, and Tempo Gaming is already down a player. They're down 2, and then they try to rush upper. It's a slaughter. There's so much terrorist blood everywhere on the upper, spilled from prior rounds and everything. Man.